Welcome back to Girls Rewatch, a podcast about girls,
TV,
and girls on TV. My name's Amelia Retaller.
And I'm Evan Lazarus.
And today we are covering the season 4 finale of Broad City.
Friendiversary.
What's our Friendiversary?
So we like to claim that our Friendiversary is that we did go to open mic. We barely, we kind of talked a little open mic. We thought there was a real vibe. So I invited you to a gay bar. We had an amazing time at a gay bar, and it did culminate with you going to 3 gay guys that look completely different and said, all of you look the same.
And they did not find charming.
No, but I died laughing.
Oh, the Rosemont.
The Rosemont. What a haunted place.
I love spending the Saturday of Pride at the Rosemont.
I remember we were in Miami when earthquake happened, and my first thought was, I hope the Rosemont didn't make it.
I hope the Rosemont didn't make it. Oh my God. How was your Pride Month, girl? What's up?
My Pride Month, ultimately I go in with so much pride in Pride Month. I ended proud, but but there's no pride left.
And me sexually, we don't know what's going on, so I don't know what to do with Pride Month.
Oh, I was with a random straight guy at a coffee shop on Tuesday, and he's running my ear off while I'm going to do work. And I said, if you're going to hang out with me at a coffee shop, we got to do some work because I know you work in AI. He opens up his Hinge. The first profile that pops up is yours. But he wouldn't let me look at it. And then he didn't swipe right.
No, this is hell on earth.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's like, I did see the first photo and I wish you would have infused it.
Which one is
it? It's like
it?
You're on one leg wobbly.
I'm on one leg wobbly?
Yeah.
I'm pulling up my Hinge right now. If any of you ever see me on Hinge, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
That's not your profile. Oh, it's like your second photo. It's this photo.
You don't like it?
No, I took it.
Whatever.
That's a night that changed my life.
Oh my God. It's like I get all these likes. No one's ever tried to date me in real life.
Well, you saw that man who swiped on 2 million, not to be the most contrived podcast of all time, talking about the most contrived topic, but you saw that man who swiped on 2 million Tinder accounts and went on only one date because of it.
Oh my God, what?
You didn't see about this?
No, that's crazy.
It's like, the internet is truly dividing us.
Well, you know what? I actually got asked out yesterday on my bike. I was biking to my open mic, and a man stopped at a red light and came up again and asked me for my number. And I said no, and then he harassed me. I had to pedal quickly away.
So lucky, girl. Was it electric?
My bike was.
Do you know they capped the miles per hour?
Yeah, which thank God, because it was too fast.
So too fast.
I remember when I first moved to New York, the white city bikes hadn't arrived to the scene yet. It was the blue ones.
Yeah. Oh,
it was the blue electrics.
The power packs on them.
Yeah, and it was like the power packs were way more realistic. I remember riding my first white one and being like, "Whoa, baby!"
Girl, I should be like not even just passing cars, but lapping them on that thing.
When you city bike, you move faster than every car in New York City. They wish they didn't have to follow traffic laws.
I know.
You can weave in and out. I mean, we have fun.
Pride Month was so interesting because a girl came up to me and said, "Oh my God, we were at Ladyland Music Festival. Sorry, Sarah Lawrence. It was like it was so crazy. So I told her it's so crazy. We were at Sarah Lawrence, aka Ladyland Music Festival."
The Ladyland Music Festival, is that Sarah Lawrence?
No, it's underneath a bridge.
Oh.
It was 50 people's phone got stolen during the concert, so it's a great time to stay vigilant. And someone handed me what I thought was like gum. It turned out they said Listerine. It was ketamine. It was a ketamine Zyn.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I want that. Hey, I didn't know they had those.
And then I'm like tripping my balls. And
you're tripping your balls.
And a 19-year-old who lost her GBF in the middle of Pride weekend.
Her gay best friend.
Yes, literally. She goes, I just flew in from Rice University and I recognize you from TikTok. She goes, are you the Holocaust triple threat? I go, Jewish, queer, disabled. I ultimately like follow the guy that I was kind of dating there, and then during the music festival he goes, I was asexual the whole time we were making out. And I was like, that is crazy to say.
Sounds like me.
Right. It was so fun. I had a
We
really
had
amazing
fun.
time.
Let's get into our episode with Jared. We're kind of a loose cannon in this one, so I hope you guys have fun. Cheers.
Cross the solve.
Joining us on the couch today, back in the studio, it's Jared Goldstein.
Hey, wait, what are you saying? Cross dissolve?
Cross dissolve because we cross dissolve from the intro. We use the video transition.
Dissolve.
But I always just say it verbally because it's fun.
I love it. That is really fun. I just didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah, I guess it's actually never really dawned on me exactly what cross the solve meant.
Oh my god, the way I'm in the editing bay adding the effect, being like, and I say it.
Yes. Women in Canva.
Literally. Wait, it's amazing to have you back on the pod.
I'm so happy to be here.
Last time you were on, what episode of Girls were we talking about?
There's no way to know.
Flo?
Sure.
No.
That's Richard Perez. The way I have an encyclopedic memory.
Except for when Jared was on.
Except when Jared was on.
What was it?
Well,
I
most
think
encyclopedias don't cover everything.
Marne Stronger?
Was it?
I don't know. Mainly I remember that I was wearing a purple tube top.
Yeah. I remember that I got to like
for
say
your
out loud
outfits.
that I am a Marnie to some extent. And that
Do you
was like,
still feel like a Marnie?
yeah, it's only getting worse as I get older. I think we all get more Marnie as we get older, right?
I definitely have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which in some ways is a good thing, you know, but then it's also like, I don't know. It's tough.
I struggle.
I was actually just watching Girls with a friend of mine a couple nights ago, and it was so fun. The episode we picked was the one where Andrew's DJing.
Oh yeah, where they do coke and
Yes.
Elijah tells Hannah that
Greenhouse.
Marnie fucked them.
I actually didn't get that far into the
Well,
episode.
that's kind of the main.
Whoa,
you're gonna
literally
get
Spain is calling me.
Oh my god, answer
Pick it up, please.
Should I take
yes,
it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't
Just
wait
in
for
case.
Oh,
it's gonna
Spain
charge
hung
you-
up. They hung up.
Spain only called
You're
once.
never gonna be in Cheetah Girls 2 now.
Cheetah Girls 3.
Is it 3?
Or 4 even.
Well, you're not gonna be the second one either.
Well, 2 is where they go to Spain, but it already happened, of course.
God, that music is Strut is such a good song.
You let us shine like you mean it. 3, your mind.
It's
What?
not
And season
enough
is it
just to
season
dream
3?
it.
As the
Come
third
on,
movie where Raymond
come
Simone
on.
like had other things going on, so she had to film it independently.
I love that.
There
I
was a
love
fight. There
that.
was a fight too.
I love that.
She had to fight, but she also had contracts. She had to of course, fulfill. So she had to go film in the United States when everyone else
I
went to
love
Spain.
that Raven now is a podcaster, and her rule for guesting on other podcasts is that her wife has to be a guest too.
Whoa, is that for real?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. And you guys have a similar thing going, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I know.
Contractually. So we're so curious. What's your deal with Broad City?
Well, I obviously am aware of Broad City. It was huge. But I didn't actually watch a ton of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah, I kind
wanted
of
to be a
missed it.
comedian, and you were like,
I didn't even want to be a comedian yet. Like this all preceded everything. Like
Oh my God.
I didn't start comedy until like 2015. I think the show ended in like 2012 or 2013.
2017, but no worries.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
You,
cool,
you know,
cool.
we'll add the dates and don't worry.
No, totally.
Yeah.
So this was fun to watch just like an episode and just kind of go, what's going on in
What's
here?
going on with
I
these
love
girls?
how shocked you were when we sent the email. You go, wait, I don't think season 4, episode 10 is Friendaversary. You're like, aren't you guys watching Girls? So we're like, well, it's been a year.
Yeah.
You didn't scroll down into email. And
I did
notice.
not scroll down. I mean,
It is like pull behind the curtain. Jared did watch the season 4 finale of Girls yesterday.
I did. I watched both
Which
the
is
season 4 finale
home
of
birth.
Girls and Broad City yesterday.
That's amazing.
Oh, you can compare that.
I started
Yeah.
the day with the Girls finale, and then I ended the day with the Broad City finale.
And that is why you are perfect to be on Girls
So if you
Rewatch.
want to just we can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, let's compare and contrast the Friendiversary with kind of Jessa giving birth or helping Caroline give birth.
Jessica
Yeah.
gave birth. Okay, I did not get that episode. I didn't get that far in Girls.
You didn't?
Where Jessica
Well,
gives birth.
Oh.
No, I was just joking.
Oh, sure. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm
When Laird's
embarrassing
being,
myself.
when Jessa's like, Laird, grow up.
No,
That's
of course.
what
And
the
she puts
episode's
her,
about.
and
Yeah.
she's just the fastest high pony of all time.
And they carry her through the street dramatically.
Who had the fastest high pony?
Jessa, when she has to dive underwater.
Oh, I guess how did I miss that?
Well, because you weren't paying attention.
Oh, okay. That sounds like me. Wait, Wait, can I tell you a crazy dream
Yes,
that I
of
had?
course.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a dream. I had a stress dream that I worked at SNL last night.
Oh my god.
That is a stress dream.
And I'm in like a meeting with I guess it was like a writers meeting, and then Lauren comes in, but it wasn't Lauren, it was someone else playing Lauren, and he stops the whole meeting to go, "Hey, you're in a movie, and it's not good." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, haha." And I was like, "Which one?" And he was like, "I don't know, but it's like bad and you're not good in it." And then I went, "Yeah, that sounds like me." And then everyone laughed, and it was just interesting. It was interesting to in the midst of a stress dream to try to think of a joke and then to tell a joke and then have the room laugh and go, "Phew, at least I'm making the room laugh."
That is unhealthy for sure.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It's like your subconscious is like doing its own set.
Yeah, it was very odd. And then I had to be on the show and I didn't know anything. And they're just like, all these sets are moving and I'm trying to look at like the schedule of like how the show goes and and it's all gibberish and I'm like, what sketches am I in? I don't even know what's going on.
Oh my god.
Is this something you leave for your journal?
But this is my
This is a
journal.
Girls Rewatch podcast.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Comment
actually
down below
insightful.
if you've ever had a stress dream about SNL.
No, period. Just stress dream.
Have you ever had one?
Not about SNL.
Okay.
You know, it's not even on our radar.
I'm
It's just
not
like
really
what we're going to stress
interested
about.
in being a part of that community.
I didn't submit a packet this year.
Is it your
It's
first year?
like-
Never not.
No, I've never.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this year, honey,
obviously I would love to do the show, but I just I'm not someone who's actively trying to do it.
Yeah.
And I just had a stress dream about it last night, which I thought was really...
because the packet was due last week.
Yeah.
It's like your subconscious is like, maybe I should have applied.
Maybe so.
This would have been your year.
This would have been my year.
I know.
This would have
I'm
been
sorry
so
to say.
This would
excited.
have been it.
Yeah.
Whatever. The show's about to end
Did you
because
have a
Lord's
stress dream?
gonna die.
I feel like it won't end.
He dies after this episode comes out. You're blamed.
Amelia, cut that. I can't take that on. I can't have that on me.
I don't think it'll end.
Last night, my friend was telling me that he had was in the middle of a conversation, held his hand out like this, and a dead bird fell out of the sky and landed in his hand.
Wait, that's so powerful.
And then 2 weeks later, a woman came up to him and was like, "There's gonna be a flood." And then a week later, there's a flood in Texas. I'm not
What?
friends with that person anymore because I just know something bad's gonna happen.
Whoa.
What the hell?
I
I had a
know.
prophetic dream about a storm that happened in New York, and then it did happen in New York.
Wait,
and all the
really?
people in the dream were all where they were in real life.
Wait, that's insane,
Isn't that
Jared.
crazy?
Yeah,
And
so
people were with people that were like kind of a surprising pair, and they were all with them. And I was like, that whole dream came true.
Oh
do
my
you
god.
do you believe in time?
Yeah.
Wait.
Next question.
Space?
Do I believe in time? I believe in time.
I don't necessarily understand what time is, but
I just think like the sun and like we're moving around it and all that stuff.
Right.
And this, you know what I mean?
Like the
It gets
time
dark
is
and then it
linear?
gets
Is that what the
light.
question is? Or like
yeah, it's time linear.
Or do you believe in like 12 hours, or 24 hours military time?
Do you believe in military time?
I'm anti-military.
Yeah, me too.
come for me. Yeah.
You're gonna get drafted, bitch. Okay, here's an episode synopsis really quick. Why not? Season 4,
not talking
episode
about
10,
Alana.
Friendiversary. Oh yeah, wait. Do you want to get into it?
What?
I just think you should talk about opening for Alana.
Oh yeah, I've opened for Alana and it was so fun. It was just a couple times. Once in a really beautiful theater in LA, which I didn't know we like had. I know LA has venues, but like it was at some theater downtown, and I was just like, holy shit! Like, how is this here? Like the inside of it looks like Baroque.
Whoa.
It
I'm
was
sure
Dynasty
it doesn't,
typewriter. You're like, the seashells are
I just squeezed your wrist so
incredible.
hard.
I loved it.
Yeah, those seashells distract me
I think they're stunning.
because every time I want to just kick them one by one, and I just stop thinking about the next thing I'm gonna say. But
No one's invited me
But it was
there.
at a beautiful theater in Los Angeles, California. And Fumi was there, Fumi Abe, and he's so funny. And it was a really good experience, and I had fun.
Thank God.
That's really all I have to say.
That's
Well-
really positive.
Yeah.
I mean, I ultimately went on that tour. The community she has to open for her. I felt like she did a very good job. She picked a great segment of like the queer community,
Yeah.
and the POC community, and also like she chose marginalized voices, and she also did a great job of just like picking the most like the most obvious choices. Not that you wouldn't be an
Yeah.
obvious choice, but she just like she's a great platform. She gave a great platform to a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
friend's
agree
being
with
crazy
you.
towards you.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm marginalized. I thought I was in the center of a piece of paper page, but I guess I'm on the side of the piece of paper page.
Okay, let's do a synopsis.
Yes, girl.
Season 4, episode 10, Friendiversary, directed by Nicholas Jason Novik. Written by Abby and Alana themselves. Hello.
Cool.
Abby wakes up to a giant cardboard cutout of Alana's head beside her in bed. Barely startled, she opens a card with magazine cutout instructions for a scavenger hunt. Alana hangs on the hooks behind Abby's door, excited as hell for the Friendiversary to begin. Abby starts the treasure hunt as Alana follows and supervises in increasingly absurd forms of disguise until Abby and her giant cardboard Alana head finally join her at the Dallas barbecue, where she awaits them alongside a giant cardboard. Oh my god, so many cardboard. And they reveal that Abby did not remember their Friendiversary. Alana gives Abby a thoughtful, beautiful family heirloom, and Abby sifts through her purse, reciprocating with a rejuvenating sheet mask. Abby pretends to have something planned, a special night on top of the Empire State Building, where they see a man throw a woman off a balcony. They call the cops, who don't care, so they decide to investigate. They see the man with a suitcase, which presumably contains the body. They follow him until he goes to watch a movie and decide they have long enough to sneak into his apartment under the guise of being his nieces wanting to surprise him with a birthday cake. These two can do anything when they put their heads together. The investigation continues, but Mr. Murderer returns, so they hide in the closet only to realize that they left the cake on the counter. He knows he isn't alone. In the closet, they share how they're each other's favorite person and find a sex doll in the closet, and then he finds them. He reveals that he was fucking his other sex doll and took her to a black market sex doll hospital to repair. The cops arrive again, and Abby and Alana come to his defense. The cops laugh, and Alana is not having it with the kink shaming. They walk home and play shoes or no shoes and stop to reflect on the crazy day they had together. Abby confesses that she forgot the Friendiversary, and Alana says that doesn't mean she should die, and that her love for Abby is sometimes inappropriate. But isn't that the best part?
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Oh.
Wow. That is stunning.
It's a sweet episode.
It is.
My big takeaways from the episode, that they're both so good at acting. And then also that whenever I try to write something, I always just like come up with like 9 other people and I just make them talk. And I'm like, I never really know what I'm going to talk about in the thing that I'm doing.
Right.
And that's kind of a problem. And the whole episode is just the two of them talking. And I think for the most part, and I think that's just like, it was really impressive. I was like, damn, like they really like to try to think. If I had to like write an engaging 30 minutes of me talking to my friend, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna need like 7 other people to interact with me in order to be interesting. And the fact that the two of them can just be interesting at each other,
and they've been going
for
at
pages
this a
and
while.
pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. I'm just like, damn, I don't have that much to say.
I mean, the thing about Broad City is they always start their seasons and end their seasons with a tale about their friendship.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing's about their friendship, obviously, but it's always like them together, just mainly focused on them. And always it's like them.
You're saying them like there's an L in it.
Them.
Yeah.
Them. I like that. I'm going to keep it up.
Yeah, it sounds like a furniture company.
But it's always them.
Someday I had a phase where I was saying bomb, like in comedy, like bombing in comedy. Like it was BALM.
Balm.
You know, like a balm. Like
I'm
you put a balm.
balming.
Yes,
But
I'm
it's
sorry.
yeah, I would like. I don't know. I started it and I couldn't stop. And obviously, I'd never had to call myself out for it, but I would, and I would tell people, I'm saying it like bombing,
Bombing.
just so you know.
That is fun.
Sorry,
Oh my
I'm sorry.
God, no.
Let's talk about Broad City.
Oh yeah, it's always Abby and Alana and them running through the streets. Like I think the last season finale was them on St. Mark's Place. This is them going to Empire State Building and then running around town. I mean, they have fun out there.
Yeah, they do.
A huge part of Broad City for me these days is just being like their poor location manager. Like they have so many shots of so many places where it's like whatever happened to being in a house, you know?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Well, that's, you know what it is. You're talking about it's only 2 characters. Hate to bring this up. The 3rd character in New York City.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That it's a
yeah.
constant thing that's changing. That's what's evolving to dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that I also really loved about.
We've said it 100 times on this pod.
It's something that I loved about Sex and the City, and I've struggled with And Just Like That, like where it seems like the city is kind of gone from And Just Like That. Like it definitely is still there at times, but like you just watch the show and it just doesn't feel like a place.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a dream.
Well,
and
only
it's like
movies can
nice
afford
to
to
look
shoot
at, but
here.
it's also
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, I miss like you watch like Sex and the City and you like they're in real places and they're in real parks and they're in real restaurants. They were like putting restaurants on the map in real time and like you really felt like you were there. And when I was watching Broad City, I felt like that too. Like you're like, oh, you can recognize where they are and you're like, that's part of the fun of it.
Yeah, they're in Skinny Dennis in this episode.
Skinny what?
Skinny Dennis.
I guess I didn't really know
The Hockey
that.
Tonk Bar in Williamsburg.
I don't think I know about Skinny
I don't know
Dennis.
Yes, you
about
do. It's like, okay, well, once we get to the part, I'll get to the part. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's significant. But
I
you're
do think they're like at TV shows now, like the first thing anybody has said about FX adults to me is like, why did they shoot in Toronto? Like,
is it set in New York?
It's set in deep Queens.
it's set in Queens, but they shot it all in Toronto, and they're like promoting it as this New York Gen Z show.
Okay.
So I think everybody's like, well, you lied to us. They're obviously in freaking Canada.
Yeah.
Like, and we're
They're all
used
just eating poutine in every scene.
But they're like, oh, I'm most upset that it looks like they are not in New York, and
No,
we
I
wanted it to
know.
be a character.
I'm always
Yeah.
texting the few cast members I know from that show. I'm like, I would love to show you Queens.
There's a street, I think in Bushwick, that Law and Order uses to look like Afghanistan.
Yes, it
What?
is. It's
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Did you tell me that? I think maybe you told me that.
I didn't.
That's crazy. Which street?
I don't know.
That's like when we lived in this expensive apartment in Williamsburg, and 3 blocks away they would shoot The Penguin, which is an HBO show where
Oh
everything
my
is so decrepit and
God.
disgusting. I'm like, we're paying an arm and a leg for rent here.
Yeah.
It's like, this is awful.
We're
to see.
paying more rent than I ever have.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, I miss that apartment. Hasidic Williamsburg was magic.
Sick.
Sick.
During the pandemic, it was the talk of the town.
Was it?
Well,
Yeah.
girl, because you know that's where we're spreading.
Oh, they weren't wearing masks.
No, they don't believe in vaccines.
What a crazy time.
Anyways, we have a question to ask you, Jared.
Okay.
Girl, what girl are you?
I am Abby.
Why?
Because Abby's like kind of in her head a little bit.
And Alana booked you, by the way, so you just want to just point that out.
yeah. Because like Alana is like so like very outward.
You hate her.
I fucking hate her.
Yeah.
Alana's very outward, and then Abby's kind of inward.
Yeah.
And I always feel more like I'm an inward person than an outward person.
Yeah.
You do always act like you have a secret that you're not gonna tell.
You can't? Are you for real? Yeah, that's probably true.
It's one of the big things we talk about.
Yeah.
nice.
Jared has a secret he won't tell.
But other people will. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm getting bullied.
No, you are like Abby, mainly because I bet you would have this haircut.
Banks. Yeah. Which girl are you?
Yeah, which girl are you this up?
Oh, also, I feel like I'm not the best friend, so I'm definitely and I'm like a forgetter. So I think
you
I'm
wouldn't
like,
remember the anniversary.
Yeah, for sure. And I also wouldn't like. I definitely make an effort I do. I make an effort, and I do remember. But I also just like. It's a lot of. It doesn't necessarily come naturally to me to be like. Did you guys read A Little Life?
Of
No.
course, I got 300 pages in.
Oh, but you didn't finish it?
There's so much controversy.
Ugh. P.U.
I just go through it.
Just finish it. Yeah. Oh my
There's
god.
so much controversy.
Yeah, the
the
book
fact that
is-
there's controversy around an 800-page novel, I'm like, just put it down. Put it down. No
There's
one's
a
making
tweet
you
about
read
how it was, like,
800 pages.
Did you see that they were potentially making a movie within it?
With Michael B. Jordan's production company.
Yes. And then
What?
the
But I think
tweet
it
was
died.
this
I
would have
think it went
been
away.
traumatic. It just would have been actual trauma. I got 5 million views on Twitter.
Oh my god.
God, whatever.
I love the idea that you're like, I don't want to consume media that's controversial.
This specific media won a Pulitzer Prize because it was so controversial, and the controversy won the Pulitzer Prize, not the book.
Well, Girls Show won a Pulitzer Prize, so.
Girls, the TV show. Sorry, I think my Girls
One
TV
day
show.
you're gonna win a Pulitzer Prize, and you're gonna have
About
to scrub this from the internet. Okay, just know that.
I'm just saying the book itself, like the controversy was more articulate than the book. So to me, when it gets to that point, it's like I don't know if I can finish it.
Gotcha.
And
I fucking loved it. I just read it and I was just
when did you read it? What year?
What
Because I actually think
happened
the
to
year
it
really
about
affects how much you can enjoy the
How
book.
much you
In
can
2023, if you
enjoy
read it, that's okay. But if it's post a Pulitzer Prize winning essay, I just feel like it's a different
I
discussion.
actually don't really even know. This is the first I'm hearing about the Pulitzer. I
What
read
made
it.
you bring up A Little Life?
Well, because when she was promoting it, after I finished reading it, I wanted to just like everything Hanya, like tell me more, tell me she wrote the book, and I was like, I want to watch and hear everything she has to say. And she, in an interview, she said that they asked her which girl are you?
Oh my
they said
God.
which character do you identify with the most? And her answer was really surprising.
Wait,
Her
which
answer,
character?
JB.
No.
She identified with him, and then everyone was like, kind of like, what? Why? Tell us why. And she goes, well, for JB, kindness is a learned skill. And she feels that way about herself, that she had to kind of, as she grew, she had to learn how to be kind to others.
Whoa.
And I thought that was really interesting, and it's something that I identify with. And I think about like when I was a kid, I used to have my friends over and I would play video games and I wouldn't give them a turn. And my mom had to explain to me, like, if you're going to have friends over, like, you have to give them a turn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay, that's news to me.
Totally.
So I just really, like, I don't know, I just really relate to that, like, feeling of like, and I also think it's a cool thing about like books too. Like I feel like authors can be like crazy and like
It's so true.
it's kind of because it's like the thing that they're being crazy about is like a long text, and it's like up to you if you want to engage with it. But like you really don't. It's so easy, and also it's never been easier not to fucking read a book. So it's like if you have a problem with a book, put it down.
I know. A
You
girl
know?
on TikTok was like, you don't have to finish that book, girl.
No.
I haven't finished a book since.
Oh my god. You know.
Oh my God.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
then you maybe have to finish the book. Well, that is a great point. But I do want to
No,
say
you'll find a book you love. And
Yeah,
you'll
you
be
will.
I'll find
so
a book.
excited to read it.
one caveat to
find
what
a
you're
book.
saying, though, and I feel like it's just a distinction that everyone makes, or it's a difference between being like kind and nice. Like nice, I feel like is in like it's more inherent to someone. It's more of
Yeah.
like a affect of someone, but kind is when you actually like are going out of your way to be more gregarious, like giving the remote control to someone else to play, like taking that time to think about others. And I think that's actually a skill that one can learn.
Yeah.
And now you bring up such a good point.
Yeah, and I think there are people in life who it comes really naturally
Right,
to.
exactly.
And you see it, it's an amazing quality. And it's like, it's one that I don't. It's like, it's any like goodness in me, it's like I've really like had to like cultivate.
Right. And
Damn.
And I feel like Abby is both nice, but she's not necessarily like learned kindness. Like she's a nice person,
Yeah.
easy to be around. But you look at the Alana architect, where she's not necessarily a nice person, archetype, but she's learned kindness, and she learns like kindness because she understands like how to appreciate a friendship, and she every single time takes that friendship and one ups it.
Yeah.
And this is a great example of how she like is always trying to, but now she's gone to a point where it's like actually abusive kindness to Abby.
Yeah.
And like we don't really touch on this episode, and that's one of the things I like feel worse about while watching this, that they don't tie the knot where it's like Alana is being so kind to Abby and giving her so much, and there's this really interesting point of conflict between them where Alana's giving so much and Abby's giving nothing, and they never resolve it. Like, where I want to see kind of them kind of have that discussion where Alana's being like, where Abby's like, actually, you're being too kind to me. Like, I can't actually live up to the expectations you're setting for me. And like finding that fun middle ground, like that, I want that real human moment. And I feel like this show did not fulfill in that part for this episode.
Well, I mean, Alana does say the thing at the very end of
right.
like, sorry.
But it's only a line.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which I mean is I think we'll only get from Comedy Central. Because comedy's at the Central.
Right.
But I think that the girl that I am in this episode is Alana, because I tend to like get more invested in things than other people.
Okay.
So But I don't think I love Bomb like Alana does.
You don't love Bomb.
But like when me and Evan were fighting 2 years ago, and
And let's get into it.
Yeah, and Evan was going through a breakup. I was getting so mad that they weren't talking about me in their therapy sessions. They were just talking about like their own self.
Oh, because you were like, actually, we have problems too.
Yeah,
that
I
you
was
need
like,
addressing.
The only thing I talk about in therapy is you. The fact that I'm not even mentioned, like, do I mean nothing to you?
Wow.
And so that's why I feel like Alana.
Oh, my therapist
And you could have just lied,
wanted to become a
just
life
been like,
coach.
oh, I'm talking to my therapist about you now.
Well,
I
it's
know,
just I
but-
don't want to lead with dishonesty.
Okay. And here I am learning kindness yet again.
Right.
It is like, Abby, why did you lie? It's also kind of devastating that Alana immediately realizes Abby doesn't know that it's the Friendiversary, and Abby forgot and is like making up a
Yeah.
lie and lying to her face.
Yeah.
And instead of being like, hey, best friend, why are you lying to me?
Yeah.
She's just like, no worries, I'll go with it. It's like
Yeah.
so early 20 something like friendship where you're like, yeah, I'll just go with this compulsive liar. Like,
Right.
why not?
But it's so interesting because that is what Hacks is built around too.
Literally.
Right. Like Hacks honestly kind of has a similar ethos to this episode a little bit where everyone, and it obviously is debatable, but you know, it's Paul W. Downs. He's at it again.
It's
But it's the
Paul
only other
W.
show I can
Downs
really
who's
think
at
of
it
like
again.
as it's so distinct to like a female friendship.
Yeah, where the whole thing is like they just lie to each other.
Yeah.
But I guess that is where comedy comes from.
No, it does.
Because if Abby was just like, yeah, sorry, I forgot, like, well, the episode would end. That's what I
Yeah.
hate about TV is like it always has to
Yeah.
be conflict, and that's not so like what I necessarily want.
But I guess that is like bad writing. If you're feeling that, if you're
Yeah.
watching something and you're going like,
I
like,
think
this
it's-
would have
yeah.
been, this could be resolved so easily if one thing happened.
Yeah, well, this is how I feel about season 6 of Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
When like Luke lies about his daughter to Lorelai.
Yeah.
Have you seen this show?
No, that's
Cool.
another one I've missed.
Yeah.
Well, it's even like I actually to compare it. I think when shows are only about friendship, the conflict has to come between the two friends, and we hate to see friends fight all the time.
Yeah.
And like part of Hacks is that like that's like, you know, they're always fighting. But then you watch a show like Sex and the City Girls where they have the external factors like job really comes into play.
Yeah.
Relationships with men really comes into play. That's really enjoyable to watch because
So enjoyable.
you can always cycle through those things, and Sex and the City is the same way because it's not that same like friends we always want to see winning, but relationships, jobs, those we know are tumultuous.
Yeah.
But friendships we don't actually know as always being tumultuous.
Totally.
It's just it's a little
I
different.
very much enjoy, like when I was growing up, I was watching like reruns of Will and Grace and Friends, and like, I loved so much to watch them get along. Like it was the most fun to watch them get along.
Yeah.
And I really agree with that. I was gonna say
Yeah.
something, but I forgot it. It'll come back to me.
But overcompensating in adults, like the friends get along except for like kind of
I
at the end.
loved overcompensating.
Well, when Wally's character, what's that girl's name?
No, you can say Wally's character. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wally,
I don't know. I don't know anyone's names.
I know the actors' names.
Wally and Holmes.
Anyway, Christina, what were you saying?
Wally gives some sorority girl her Charlie XCX ticket after telling Holmes that she'd give it to her.
Yeah.
And the way Holmes is like, that's really fucking rude.
Yeah.
But then like finds a way to go to the concert and whatever. It's like that's the extent of the thing. Whereas like in Hacks, that would be the whole episode of like,
Sure.
Deborah, why did you pick that instead of Hannah?
And I guess it's relieving in Broad City that the episode didn't have to just be Abby and Alana fighting. Now that I'm like circling back on a point that they actually got to solve a crime together potentially.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know what? The show's about them getting up to shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fun is like, oh my god, they're scared they're gonna get stabbed. Girl, what girl are you?
I'm Alana. By that I mean I'm Abby.
Because why?
I just feel that I actually might have the intentions of Alana. Like I do come up with like grandiose plans, even like for my friends or just in life in general, externally. But then when I actually am fulfilling it, like it's just gonna be a face mask, and I'm gonna like kind of come up with the
Totally.
answer.
I think you have like
I
the
dream big.
ideas.
I dream big.
But not the execution necessarily. But you are an executor in other ways.
I am. I'm always executing on so many things that some things I really love fall through the cracks.
Damn.
And we're gonna cut to our first break, but when we get back,
we're gonna have fun.
We're really gonna have some fun. And we're back from the break. Oh my god!
Do you guys like that Amelia and I are drinking out of margarita glasses?
Yeah, because the girl. Where did they go? Dallas barbecue.
They go to.
Have you ever been there?
Yes, I have.
What's Houston barbecue in real life?
It's Houston barbecue in real life.
Oh, the location that they're at.
Well,
but it was made to look like it was Dallas BBQ, right?
Yeah, so it's a play on Houston barbecue.
Oh, they didn't have. It was like a legal thing.
Yeah, because it's the real one's Houston, right?
No, it's Dallas.
It's Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Dallas BBQ.
Okay, no, I'm confused.
I was gonna say it's insane to call a place Houston BBQ. As a Texan, I was like, well, that just sounds really fucked up.
Wait, what is Houston's?
Houston's is a restaurant.
It's a chain in the city, right?
Yeah, I think so. Houston's. I think it's like. Is it
actually Houston's?
Like posh.
No, it's Houston's.
Okay.
I think it's like posh Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, but it is like that's. I think that's what they're mimicking here because it's called.
Well, it's supposed
Houston
to be barbecue. I don't remember what happened.
And they're calling it Dallas barbecue because I don't think there's a place in the city called Dallas barbecue, but there's a lot of places called Houston.
Hey, I don't know how many times we can say this to you. It's called Dallas barbecue.
Where
it's called
a real place.
Where is
it's a real chain.
Give me
It's
my
all
phone.
over. Because I feel like there's a bunch on 8th Avenue. I think that they're all actually on 8th Avenue in different locations.
For me, it's like the test tube shot comes from Louisiana, and everyone from Louisiana went to Houston after Katrina and not Dallas.
Dallas BBQ. Boom, boom.
Oh,
boom.
You know what? I'm eating my words.
Where's the Empire State Building? Maybe they went to this one?
But no, I think they were in the West Village because of the dogs in the window, right?
Right.
That puppy place is right by Stonewall.
That's Chelsea.
Everything with you comes back to Stonewall.
I'm obsessed with Stonewall.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite gay bar ever?
Yeah, my number one hotspot.
It's
my
so
local
cool
NYC
there.
hotspot. Yeah.
Dallas BBQ. I've never been there, but barbecue. Like I remember my mom as a child would be like, "Today we're making baby back ribs," and I was like, "Oh my god, life is crazy."
Yeah, I do love ribs.
Yeah, it's like cool that it's actually kind of scary to think about.
My dad, they made the ribs this weekend, and ultimately he didn't make his own barbecue sauce, and he has a real recipe for it. So I went so excited. I went all the way back to Westchester to get ribs. I didn't want Trader Joe's ribs. If I'm going to go back to Westchester, I'm going to think my dad's going to make his own like honey glaze.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You weren't there to see family. You were there for the
it was
ribs.
For the ribs.
I know.
Yeah.
That's okay. Did you go to Carbone afterwards?
The next day I went to Carbone. Do you know about Carbone?
I only know that it's like really fancy or
Well,
something.
I recommend everyone goes to Stonewall and then hits Carbone up. It's a perfect West Village day.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Carbone is like a really nice restaurant, yeah.
Yeah, but it was one of those things that blew up so tremendously on TikTok. So you go there and everything is really over the top. Like Caesar salad is made right by the table, and the moment you walk in, they give you like 10 slices of
Just
pepperoni.
make it in the kitchen.
I know,
okay.
exactly.
Oh, I like the pepperoni though. Give me that.
I know that is fun.
I hate when they make guacamole in front of me. I'm like, we don't have to play this
yeah.
game.
Well,
I
you can
don't
tell
need
them to
that.
stop putting. Sometimes they put too much salt in it, and I like to have a hand on it.
Ooh, I could never. That's. I've never ever said there's too much salt on this food. I love salt.
And how
so
else will
much.
Miranda ask out a girl that's not a lesbian and just like that?
I
They
need to
were
watch.
making
Are you
the
watching
sidewalk.
this?
I actually, yeah, I skipped the last season and I somehow got back in on this season.
I am
Yeah, isn't that
an
cool?
extra in an episode.
You are?
Yeah,
Which one?
Because my friend Natalie does social for them and was like, "Come to
Because you're like, I
set."
fell asleep on the queue and they were filming.
Natalie was like, "Come, it'll be fun." So I think I might be in a shot. Has she gone to a like museum gallery dinner yet in the show?
A museum
Around
gallery
the
By the time
Lincoln
this
dinner.
Center?
episode, by the
Around the
time this
Lincoln
episode
Center?
comes out, yes. But
Okay,
no,
so-
not since we recorded.
But
this.
again, I also didn't know like a key plot point in this episode I just watched of both shows, Girls and what is it called?
Broad City.
Broad City. I want to call it Rewatch. I'm like, there's Girls, there's Rewatch, and there's Broad City. I don't. It's one of them. So yeah, I don't. It's very possible that she has, and I just didn't really. It wasn't clocking with me that she was standing on business.
totally,
Yeah.
totally.
She's like always in Virginia this season. It's
Was
like
that an
really
expression before
disorienting.
Justin Bieber said it?
clocking.
No, it wasn't. He actually made it up.
Did he make it up?
Because he confused words.
What is
That
the
was like
expression?
when he said, "I just
I'm
want to
standing
thank
on
not only
business.
God but
Is that an
Jesus."
expression?
Is I'm standing on business.
What does that mean?
He doesn't know. It's like you're very professional. Like you come in with a large amount of like information and data
Like
and
facts.
And is that an old expression? Or
yeah,
is that a
it's
new
old.
expression?
It's like, you know what? Old is always up to the beholder. Amelia's concept of time.
Oh, okay. But this isn't like new kind of like.
It's okay. So it's new is clocking
It's not
on business.
skibbity toilet.
But no. But standing on business, it's like the last 7 years, 5
Oh,
years.
so it is
clocking
new.
on
It's
business
It
is
is
the last
skibbity
like
toilet.
year. It's a iteration of standing
on business. Okay. And
Yeah.
then clocking
'Cause
with you, that was just him using
Here's
language.
the thing is like
Yeah.
clocking has entered the zeitgeist and standing on
Oh,
business has entered the
yeah.
zeitgeist, but never together. And then he kind of did a remix and everybody was like, yummy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And what is the actual use of clocking?
Wait,
Oh.
are you kidding? You don't know what clocking is?
I think I know,
Okay,
but
so
I'd rather you say it
clocking
into a
is
microphone
almost-
in front of an iPhone that's
So
recording
clocking
us.
has expanded the term, but originally it's when someone would notice a trans person and be like, that person's trans. You're
Yes.
clocking them as trans.
Yes.
But now you can clock anything.
So
Like-
it's like, oh, I'm clocking that those like people at dinner aren't getting along, or like,
Okay, so now we're just using clocking.
Yeah,
a lot.
exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
or like you're clocking that like the
Which is
baby is
yeah.
like pissed.
Which is a derivative of like they're at your 11 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
At your 11 o'clock right now, there's a couple who one might be pregnant, one might not be, and you're clocking now that woman's pregnant.
Yeah. So he kind of took it and made it like a negative, where it's like it's not clocking.
Yes, exactly. Isn't it cool what the English language should do? And then
It's not
Justin Bieber
clocking with you that
knew
I'm saying
all
in
of that,
business.
and he put it into one amazing sentence.
It was so fun to say it immediately. And I often I have the opposite reaction where like when I hear like what I know I'm hearing a new like sound,
Yeah.
like a new expression,
Thank
I
you for
really don't
this.
touch
Yeah.
it. Like I don't want to touch it. And actually I like to touch it like 5 months late in a way that feels fun to me.
Totally.
Yes, but
But
not to
this
us.
one I got right. And I heard not clocking with me that I'm standing on business. And I went, yeah. And I started
Locking it
saying
in.
I started saying it the next day.
Oh, something
Amazing.
so
And I had the
comedic about
biggest
Justin
smile on my
Bieber.
face, and it got a huge laugh, and that laugh was mine.
Right. There's nothing
That's
better than like
huge.
saying something in the zeitgeist and people being like, yes.
I was rewatching at some point, Love Is Blind, and
Yeah.
You were
every
rewatching
woman,
Love is Blind.
everyone was going, not blank, and also it's giving blank,
Right.
and it was just like every conversation was not blank, it's giving blank, and I was like, wow, this is such a time capsule
I mean,
of that moment.
we've had so many lucky special things in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I feel like-
Special, lucky.
Yeah.
10 years, your concept of time. I love it. We're back
Yeah.
in it.
I just feel like with the rise of social media, like we get to have a lot more fun, like, and we go through the trends really quick. Like Demure, like we were having fun with that. The Brett Summer of it all, like
Yeah.
we love to
Demure.
like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's like
It was good.
Yeah,
fun.
that's an example of one that I didn't touch.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
touch it. It was actually one of those things to be written more than said.
Yeah.
I think it was mainly for coffee shop like signs, right?
Yeah. I think what was tough about that was it was a lot of like unfunny people using it in not creative ways.
That's almost every
Well,
single
that's the
saying.
situation with every saying. But it is like, if you look at people who maybe humor isn't their strength, it is so nice that they are able to like get these things to use as like a way to relate to others in a fun, lighthearted way.
Oh, okay,
like
okay,
whenever
okay.
I'm in a team meeting at work and they're like laughing using like a trend or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is huge for them. Like, this is good.
Yeah. Let people enjoy things.
Well, because there's a recognition of culture and subculture, and recognizing subculture is inherently funny because it's things you don't necessarily always put together, and that's actually part of Broad City and why it works so well. It's like these small parts of culture that aren't always said out loud, but everyone's kind of silently observing on their phones. And once said aloud and evoked, it connects all these things we thought we were secretly observing ourselves, and you're all in on a big
Yes.
joke.
Yeah, and that's why like they were so excited to be like, Amelia, you don't know about Labubu's, because they were like, this is a cultural moment.
Right,
like,
exactly.
how are you not in the campfire with me?
Get in a campfire.
Inside.
Inside the campfire. Okay, what should we talk about from the episode? Do you guys
Wait,
have
we have
any?
an outline.
Do you guys have any friendship anniversaries? I don't do that.
I silently recognize
You know,
them.
actually, famously, with all of my like great close friends, I cannot remember how we met. And it happens every time. Like, it's almost like they were always in my life. And my friends will have to tell me how we met. And I'm like, that wasn't it. And they're like, that's how we met. And I'm like,
what happened?
yeah. And it's sort of how I know I have a special friendship, is if I can't remember how I met you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
And there's an episode of Sex and the City where she says that about a guy that she was just having a crush on a meeting and was just so like enamored with. And then I think Samantha is like, what'd he look like? And then she goes, I can't remember. It was just a feeling. And that's what always happens when I meet someone that I can't remember.
It was Burger.
Yes, right? Yes, yeah. And when I heard that, I felt really, that was a cultural moment of me going, oh my God, we're actually all seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
And that was a Labubu moment for me where I went, oh my God, yeah.
Labubu is 2025's American Idol, straight up.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
fully.
Yeah.
I love Burger. Sorry.
I gotta watch that show.
You love, yeah, he's famously really hard to like.
He's my favorite boyfriend, actually.
Yeah, really?
Because I get the same feeling that Carrie gets. I ultimately do. Like, I truly get that cool guy character.
Yeah.
Mr. Big never really did it for me.
Never.
Aiden I really enjoy, and I think on paper I'd want to marry.
Yeah.
But Burger, it's like when he comes in on a motorcycle, he's playful. He's the only one that can actually match Carrie's banter.
Yeah.
And actually, to me, is the only one on her intellectual level.
But I thought by matching her banter, I feel like sometimes when I go back, and also this is time, like this was like, you know, obviously being critical of comedy that is like 15, 20 years old is kind of like, well, you know,
contrived, boring, yeah.
But sometimes like when she's being like bantery, I'm like, oh, stop. Like, I don't love the banter. I don't always love the banter.
Yeah, but it goes back to your point a second ago where everyone talks in terms like clocking, labubu.
Yeah.
It's like, actually, it's really refreshing for
labubu.
Literally, you're clocking labubu. It's like, it's so beautiful for someone to have a unique speech pattern, even if it is kind of cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Because that's actually a beautiful character.
Yeah.
And Abby and Alana, it's like, I find this show to be so cringy at times, but then I lean into the cringe and I go, that is awesome. And the
cringe is where the beauty is.
The cringe is where the beauty is.
Legitimately.
I mean, like, Alana's jacket in this episode is a reference to 40,000.
Oh my God, the studs.
The stud. Well, if you look at it, I saw a photo. It's hard to see in the actual episode. There's, I want to say 15 different women painted on it. And you have the women, I believe.
One of them RBG.
Yeah, you have RBG. That's the one you can clock. You have Hillary Clinton. You have Jill Stein. You have Malala on there, the biggest one of them all.
Jill Stein and Malala?
Mm-hmm. She's got all the faces on there.
And Abby's in horizontal stripes, which is so perfect.
Well, she's layering.
Doesn't she start in zebra?
She has a beanie on too, you know. She starts in a lot of things.
That girl has fun.
But this jacket is actually really culturally significant. Because ultimately when they first wrote this season, they didn't know that Trump was going to win or not. And this is kind of, they had to rewrite the season a little bit. But
that was 2016? Wait, what?
This episode came out in 2017, but they wrote it in 2000. Like, they were writing in 2016.
So they met in 2011. That's why they wrote 2011 at the end?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was 2011.
No.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so last season, season 3, they have a Hillary Clinton episode that is like product placement.
Yeah.
Of like trying to like get
I remember that.
for the election.
Yeah.
And then this whole season, like we had an episode where Alana can't come because of Trump, and they bleep Trump every time they say it as like a slur.
Oh, fun.
So, but you can tell like the shift from season 3 to like post Trump getting elected, like the tone shifts entirely because they as like people realized like the liberal whatever like hope core of Obama was over.
Yeah.
And the humor of them being these like privileged white women was less funny to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of like you can like see a tonal shift of them trying to be more self-aware and like apologize for the ways they like stole from
there's an
culture.
amazing quote where they go, Abby is more creative than other, and then Alana, she like writes in this article talking about this jacket in this episode, Alana's queer and more out there than ever before. And it's like, and they said we want to make it more black, more POC, more queer than ever. And that's what they did with this season.
Yeah.
It's because it is interesting to write this piece of media and then have this giant cultural change, but this whole show is kind of based on the concept of Hillary Clinton, feminism, and then to have this giant cultural change and then becoming politically active figures because of this. And we see Alana today.
Think about how political she is now, and it's because they were like these white women who realized like how much they were maybe like just being white feminists and not intersectional, and then they were like, well, it's our job to wake people up.
No, more than any comedian on the face of the earth right now, Alana Glazer is being a political figure.
Yeah,
literally,
truly.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that it's interesting you see Cynthia Nixon, Alana Glazer, and I'd even argue Lena Dunham, all these TV shows based in New York, very liberal shows of their time, all have specific figures that are pushing progressive cultural values through their celebrity. And it's because of New York media, and that's actually why New York media is so important.
I mean, if you want to do a standing ovation,
honestly, right now I'm kind of like, it's like kind of not clocking with me that you guys are sharing my business. And I'm like, go off. Actually, that's how you know, like, you're saying the right thing when I start going.
You're like,
I'm sure you've seen like Alana Glazer's post with Mary
Don't
Beth
assume
Barone.
things about me.
I know you're on
Don't do
Instagram,
that.
girl. You were doing.
wait, guys, can we talk about sex dolls?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
So I know last time you were on the pod, we talked about Quibby quite a bit.
Okay.
But I'd like to bring it up again because the familiarity I have with sex dolls is the extent of this episode and then the Anna Kendrick Quibby series about how she's dating a man who has a sex doll and her relationship with the sex doll as it comes to life.
Oh, wow.
It was my favorite Quibby show.
It's a good
Really?
Quibby show.
I
Well,
missed that
besides
one.
game show, obviously, shout out.
Oh,
What?
Nikki Fresh.
Nikki
What?
Fresh.
What was it?
You're being so crazy to me
Bitch.
right now.
Nikki Fresh was awesome.
You're both taking turns attacking
I
me.
like the bees at one.
Is it because I said them?
That's my proper pronouns. Them.
Yeah, them.
She's
also
also
doing
doing
it
it correctly, and you're being a bitch.
I miss Quibby. I think if they did it now, it could work.
Of course. Also, it's just like we
Quibby
had
should be on
jobs. I think I
TikTok.
said this last time.
Everybody-
I was like,
we talked
we're
to,
all so upset about Quibby. It was free the whole time, and everyone had a job.
Everybody
Look at
we
us
knew
now.
had a job. Everybody got to like
Oh
put
my
something
God.
on their resume.
Yeah,
Well,
Jesus.
when apps with money, they are the most creative. Like when everything starts for the first time, that's when I actually put money behind product, and then they slowly just turn to like things that work.
Remember
Yeah.
when Uber was $3? Miss it.
VC funding actually fuels creativity, but only in the beginning.
Wait, I just saw this now, but I'm sure I'm wrong. But was Quibby just like redistributing wealth from billionaires to like comedians?
Oh
in
no, we
Brooklyn
talked about
and
this last time we were in
LA?
the pod. Quibby raised $1 billion.
No one ever spent a dime.
They
a
raised
dime.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
But because they knew the app was going to fail so quickly, they gave back $600 million back
Oh,
to
that's
investors.
right. And that was the first time that's ever happened.
Yes, it's the first time.
I'm put Quibby on my tombstone. They're
It's
amazing.
on your IMDb, girl. I think it's the second thing on there.
Okay, sick.
The
Justice
After
for
Girls
Quibby.
Rewatch podcast. Okay, wait. I put an amazing thing down. We could talk about the male loneliness epidemic. Oh my god.
Wait, I have a sex doll story. I don't know. I can just
Oh,
do it
yeah, yeah,
quickly if that's
no,
okay
get
with you
into
guys.
it,
Yeah.
please.
My parents accidentally sent me to autism camp one summer. And I didn't know that till I got there.
This is always happening to you.
Well, the camp was half autism, half dyslexia, so it was like co-ed. And then I was taking like all these writing classes, and I finished all my writing classes in 1 week because I was like, I'm dyslexic, but I went to dyslexic middle school, so I like learned the basics already. I don't need to be at dyslexic camp. It's like that's actually a step down for me.
yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
I trained with Maya Hawk. I know what I'm doing.
Exactly, but
Did
I
she
took
go
a
to
photography
dyslexic
class.
school?
Yeah, that's like
She went
part
to-
of Evan's famous lore is
I
that
went
she
to
went to middle school with Maya
Maya
Hawk.
Maya Hawk?
Yeah.
Whoa!
And Harvey Weinstein gave a speech there.
Because his daughter went there. I know. I could have made it in middle school, but I can't make it now.
You have an amazing story to tell.
So I'm at autism camp, and it's my photography class. It's the only time I feel free. I'm learning about like the rules of thirds. I'm having fun, and I bring us over to the
A
bar.
photography camp?
Yeah, well, it's autism camp, but I had an elective in photography.
Oh, okay. And they taught you the rule of thirds?
Yeah, well, because you should take the focus should be sometimes on you when you grid it out. It should be on either the 1/3 or the third line, like not right in the middle, and it creates a more interesting image.
Okay, so my stupid comedy brain was thinking the rule of threes, and I'm going,
No,
why
I
did you
know.
learn the rule of threes?
Anyway, I go to we finally get to leave the main part of campus, and we get to go a little bit further because they wouldn't let cross our streets by ourselves because it was autism camp. So they let us go to the barn, and while I'm in the barn, I discover a sex dungeon full of sex dolls that the janitor had inside the barn. So they had to fire the janitor, and I had photos all over my camera of the sex dungeon.
Oh my God. You never told me that.
And then they also had like cancel photography class for a little bit after that, which was my only reason for living at autism camp.
Damn.
That is so
I
sad.
know. I had a really hard summer. Okay, and we're about to get into your Broad City moment, but I just want
Yeah.
to shout out one amazing moment from this episode. It's when Alana is doing the scavenger hunt for Abby, and they go to a pet store, and Alana's hair is pretending to be one of the puppies. That cracked me up.
What cracked me up was Alana being the man bullying Abby and like taking the mask off.
Yeah, I did like that.
And then Abby like sitting down at Dallas barbecue and being like, I got to ride a horse. And then at the end of the episode, Alana was like, I have to tell you, I was the horse. Because
Yeah.
it's like, what do you even mean?
Yeah. That was fun.
Anyways, let's cut to our last break, and when we get back, we'll find out.
What is Jared's Broad City moment? Oh my God, we're back. Jared, we have
Hi.
a question for you.
Yeah.
What is your Broad City moment?
The first thing that comes to mind, which means it is definitively my Broad City moment. I got hit by a car
Again?
again. Did I talk about this last time?
No, it just, you have that personality.
Oh, sure. No, because now living in LA, I'm driving and I'm kind of doing the hitting.
I remember so clearly you have a stand-up joke about a Mazda.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Do you still have that car?
I don't, because I totaled it by rear-ending a school bus.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
chic as fuck.
Yeah. It was in front of the Scientology Center.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful building.
I love it over there.
Yeah. That was last year.
It's on your shirt.
Were the kids okay?
There were no kids on the bus,
Okay.
which is an amazing lucky thing for me.
Yeah, it could have really been a bad turn for you.
Yeah, it just would have been stressful. If I rear-ended a car and then like 30 children just pile out of it, that would be like so deeply stressful. It was at 7 p.m., so the bus was empty.
Okay.
It was just me and the driver, and the driver was so nice. And truly, the people that I rear-end are just so kind. I really have a way of finding the sweetest souls.
One time in LA, a woman hit my Fiat.
Well, you don't want the total car.
Huh?
You're the one with the total car,
Yeah,
too.
the bus was fine. The bus was like a bus. The bus was
Sorry,
fine.
your Fiat, you crashed
Oh yeah, a girl hit me on the freeway on the 401.
Yeah.
Like a month before I left LA, and I knew I was about to sell my car to CarMax, and she gets out and she's like crying, and she's like, "I'm divorcing my husband," and was like, the way I'm hugging her on the freeway, and I'm like, "No worries, girl."
Oh my
Like,
God.
Good luck getting free, and then I just like let her go.
Yeah.
and I was like, she hit me, like. But I was just like, no worries.
No,
like,
honestly, it feels good. It feels really good.
Yeah.
I rear-ended someone on Fountain, and then he got out. We were just in like in really bad traffic, and it was pretty small, but I did definitely hit him. And he got out, and I got out, and he was like, "Hey, I'm Jared," and I was like, "I'm Jared." And then we both looked at the damage, and he was like, "I think it's fine." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." And then I was just like, "That's amazing." And
my
and then
God.
later I got rear-ended on Melrose.
Oh my God.
And it
This
was like
is
this
so
really
LA.
young kid, and he got out of the car, and it was my Mazda. And there was damage on it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to pay this forward. And he was like, cool, got in his car and drove off. And I was like, okay, you could have given me a moment. You could have been like, thank you so much. Like, I would have appreciated that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it feels good to just kind of like let bygones be bygones.
totally.
Yeah.
That's your Broad City moment?
Well, my Broad City moment is that I was leaving. When I lived here in Soho, I was working in Soho, and I was leaving work, and I was holding a pizza, which is extremely New
No,
York.
that's so Broad City.
New York
And
minute.
because I used to host kids' birthday parties.
What?
And yeah, I actually did it with Cola Scola.
What?
We only overlapped for like a week, but it was at this classic bookstore. It was really fun.
You both hosted children's birthday parties in Soho?
Yeah. Cole actually spoke about it recently, and like I think on like the Today Show,
yeah.
or like some like
You get to do it on Girls Rewatch.
yeah.
They didn't get to do that yet. Then
Yeah, I was like a freshman in college. I was like 17.
Whoa.
It was pretty cool. But I step onto Broadway jaywalking, but I'm looking, at oncoming traffic, not thinking that there is a double parked minivan backing up at like 20 miles an hour.
Oh my god.
Which is what was happening.
Oh my god.
And I just I get hit in the ass and I go flying. Pizza flies in the air. I like hit the ground, and then basically I just got into the car that hit me, and that feels like a Broad City plot.
wait,
got into
Girl,
the
you skipped like half the story.
Yeah. So then basically like it just so happened that there was an ambulance like driving by.
Oh my
so
god.
like an ambulance pulled over, like ready to like help me out, and I'm on the ground, and I was just like, ow, I can't get up. But,
I get why you skipped the story.
like I broke his brake light.
Well,
With
he
your
broke
body?
you.
Yeah, with my little ass. And then I just couldn't get up, and then but I didn't want to go to the hospital because I just like felt really panicky about what all that would entail.
Yeah.
So then they were like, you should go to the hospital, and then I was like, no, I think it's okay. Can I just like get a ride to the train station? And then the guy was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And then I get into his car. The guy who just hit me, I get into his car, and all of his kids are in the back seat.
my
and I was
God.
like meeting his kids, and then he takes me to the train. And he hands me $20 and he gives me his phone number and says, call me, go to the doctor and call me, and I'll just, whatever is happening, I'll help. And then I went to the doctor. Basically, I was fine. I got hit as hard as you can get hit without like anything happening.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor, and I think for some reason it was like, I don't know, like $100 to just like go see a doctor. And I called him and was like, hey, and he just never picked up and never answered. And that was just like, whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So usually they're a little bit more
God.
whimsical, fun.
That's so. I'm
But
mad.
imagine I'm.
I told you
in
my
Soho,
autism camp
I'm
one.
holding pizza. I'm getting hit by a car.
I'm just like
Like that's a girl.
did
No,
you
it
get?
is.
Did you
Or
get?
rewatch whatever show we're talking about. Yeah.
Did you get pizza that day?
Yeah.
in
It was
the
from
end?
work. Yeah.
But like after it fell.
No. I just kind of. I think I was just kind of done. I don't even like pizza that much.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, like, it's fine. Like, it's definitely good. But, like, when I was a kid, like, kids, it was, like, everyone's favorite food. And I was like, I want a hamburger, please. I want meat. I like meat.
Totally.
Yeah, I was, like, a little, like,
What do you
bro,
like?
grind bro. Hustle bro. You know, I was like, give me the
Hustle
meat.
bro.
Yeah, you brought big protein to us.
Yeah.
That culture is crazy.
You brought big protein to us?
Yeah, I did
yeah,
personally.
he did.
Oh
He
my
clocked
God.
it and he walked it.
He
And he stood on top of it.
Yeah.
He stood on top
So that's
of
my
it.
big broad
Wait,
city
that's
moment.
That's
Gorge.
amazing. And I think like if anybody at home is good at animation, like I'd love for you to animate a young Jared with a pizza
Oh,
flying
that's
and a
good
minivan
idea.
hitting.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, just a little bit of homework for someone who likes to have a little fun.
You. Okay, we got one last group of questions for you, Jared.
Okay.
Girl, get your
Sorry, I had to burp.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time.
We're gonna ask you a series of questions. Are you ready to respond as fast as you can?
Yes.
Are you a schoolgirl or are you getting schooled, girl?
I'm a schoolgirl.
How are you?
Good.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, or Rihanna?
Brianna.
Are you a voice of a generation or a voice of a generation?
I'm a voice of a generation.
I know, I read it wrong.
Entire accordion folder.
Are you guys ready for rapid fire? I'm here firing rapidly, and you guys are squandering.
We're both dyslexic.
Who would you
Okay.
rather have go down on you, Michael Bublé or Janet Jackson?
Michael Bublé.
Oh, I hate that question. Shoes or shoes off?
Shoes.
Entire accordion folder full of takeout menus or seamless.
I'm answering them all incorrectly, just so you know. I'm just doing it fast. I'm a full shoes off person, but
Really?
yeah.
What
And
is
who
on
doesn't
your
want to have
feet
sex with
right now? I
Janet
need you just.
Jackson? Well, you know, it's a
You hate her home.
yeah. But I mean, in my own home. Take your shoes off.
Entire
Well,
accordion
wait.
folder full of takeout menus or seamless.
Entire menu of 5 of them.
Was Alana the horse? Be honest.
No.
Clean up the toilet or clean up her blood.
Clean up the toilet.
Literally. Pressing charges or Nancy Drew shirt?
Nancy Drew shirt.
Alec Baldwin pedicure or Kim Kardashian Skims swim. Alec Baldwin pedicure, Kim Kardashian Skims swim shoes.
Kim Kardashian Skims swim shoes. Kim Kardashian Skims swim shoes. Kim Kardashian swim Kim school. Ugh.
You clock that, girl.
Yeah.
Carving your initials into a tree or into cement?
Tree.
Aww. Okay, and that was a perfect episode. Thank you so much for being on the pod, Jared.
Thank you so much.
Where can the people find you?
You can find me at Hey Jared Hey. I also have a podcast called the Sorry What Podcast. And that's pretty much the main ways to see me.
Sick.
He's around New York City and LA. He might even go to a different state at some point.
Yeah.
Do you think? Can you?
I don't have any plans right now. No tour dates coming up.
Yeah.
So if you are in another state or city and you want me to be there, invite me. I'll go.
That's like a really good point.
Australians, get them over there. Okay, well, thanks for listening, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this rambunctious episode. I had a lot of fun. And
I love you.
We'll be back next week with the start of our final season of Broad City.
Literally.
Whoa!
And
You made it.
I know. And make sure to subscribe to wherever you listen to this podcast, Spotify. Go ahead and follow, please. We're trying to get that number up a little bit. Rate and review.
The way I asked
and
everybody.
if you can use an SEO Broad City, just help us out a little bit. We love that from you. And
The
if
way
you're
I
on,
asked-
and then we have to ask a question somewhere. They asked us to ask questions. And then if you're listening to this episode and made it to this point, tell us what the craziest thing you've ever done for a friend anniversary is. Love everyone. See you guys soon.
Bye.